Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, Freakin Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history! The original Freak travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is just Freakin Wrestling! Alright guys, I'm gonna start the show differently today. It's to kind of like I get it, you know, we always start the show with excitement.
The hype.
There's so much hype. But something happened this past weekend.
Oh.
That I'm not too fond of.
Not very happy.
No. And we're gonna talk about it. We got a lot to cover. So many things to cover. It's not even that. It's not even this past weekend now that I think about it. It's actually from the previous weekend because we're recording this a little bit late.
Well, yeah, that's right. Last Saturday.
It was, yeah. So we went to the SCW show a couple Saturdays ago. And something happened there that, because I'm colorblind, I didn't notice it right away.
No.
You pointed it out.
I was infuriated.
If you guys know, we have a TeePublic site. And we got a huge announcement about the TeePublic site here later on in the episode.
Yes, sir.
We create shirts based on the stuff that we do here on our show. Like the Travesty shirts, the Dizzle J shirts,
the JFW shirts,
the logo shirts. Freakin is my second favorite F word shirt. But one of the biggest shirts that we have, which was one of our first created shirts, was the hashtag #FSteve shirt.
I mean, it was like one of the first things, one of the first catchphrases we had done. And mind you, we have done numerous things that have caught on in the indie world. Yeah. And now,
who's Dan Smith?
Who the hell is Dan Smith?
Yeah, we started that too. If you guys remember, if you guys have been watching, first off, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And you're listening to the greatest tag team in podcast history, Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast. And we, since the beginning, had a small little issue with an SCW fan, Steve.
Superfan Steve.
Really came out of the gates hard at us when we started up.
Oh, yeah.
Questioning what we knew about wrestling and how we talked about it. And,
Troll level 1000.
Yeah. And we coined, first off, it came out to fuck Steve.
Yeah. Hashtag fuck Steve.
Yeah. Then it turned to hashtag fuck Steve. And then it just turned to hashtag FSteve because we PG'd it.
We PG'd it.
Yeah.
But we WWE'd it.
But something happened to the hashtag FSteve.
Yeah. Maxi Pad's little sidekick mouse.
Yeah, that gerbil. Yeah, the gerbil.
The gerbil?
The gerbil stole hashtag FSteve and threw it on his shirt.
Yeah. And on his own shirt.
Yeah, first off, poor font.
Really poor font.
Really, really dorky fucking font.
Terrible color. Even though green is one of my favorite colors, but did not go with that shirt.
No, it was dumb.
It was dumb.
So, if you're out there and you're building content, you're out there trying to promote yourself and build up, do yourselves a favor. Don't steal other people's shit. I'll say I don't give a fuck.
Parody it.
Yeah. But he literally stole the hashtag FSteve.
Stole. Like blatantly.
Yeah. He go in with hashtag screw Steve or hashtag who Steve.
Yeah.
No, he went hashtag FSteve. He go in with hashtag fuck Steve, and maybe I wouldn't have felt as bad. But the fact that there's a TeePublic shirt that says hashtag FSteve.
On sale now.
At tpublic.com/JFW. It rubbed us the wrong way.
Even Steve was upset about it.
Steve was bothered by it. Because we grew to kind of like Steve.
We've grown into this relationship where it's love, hate, mutual respect kind of deal. He enjoys the shirt. He thinks it's hilarious.
Absolutely. So, to the guinea pig out there who stole our gimmick, if you will, faux pas on you. How dare you?
You would have think the butternut squash would have known.
Oh, the guy that went out that threw out you people at the fans, implying that we were beneath him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I arrived late.
You were there late. You missed the whole thing. He threw a hissy fit.
I don't think I saw him the rest of the night.
It was a dorky fucking thing. He came out there, tried try to wow over the crowd to nothing but fucking boos because people are finally realizing the kind of person that he is.
He's not a person.
And then he's sitting there telling us how you people need to respect what he does and how, you know, he holds the company in his hand or blah, 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 bullshit. I couldn't really understand him. It's like he bumbled over his script.
Did he Steiner it?
Oh, no, Steiner did better.
Ooh.
Fucking, it was a plague upon the fucking company to have that guy go out there, try to represent and boost up. He anti-hyped the fucking crowd. Then he tried to win it back in. It's like, we're here, we're going to have a great show because we're doing it for the fans. Deep down, no, he's a piece of shit.
Because when I got there, it was pretty hype.
Yeah.
And shout out to the dude and his daughters for the first show. Yeah. I don't remember their names, and I do apologize, but those little girls got into the show. That made it just so much better for us.
That's right. No, yeah,
this is our first show.
It was, and it was cool because they were very interactive into the show, cheering and booing, and getting all excited. When you get to the climax of the matches and stuff, because we know pro wrestling. Yeah, we know how pro wrestling works.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't. So in their mind, this is the real action. It was really fun, cool to sit there and kind of. You got to speak with the dad more than anything.
Yeah, shout out to Dad for not just thinking I'm some kind of random ass jerk. That I actually knew what I was talking about, and I explained who I was. We work with the company a little bit here and there, and so he let the daughters talk to me and ask me questions, which was fine by me. I love answering questions, especially about wrestling.
Yeah.
My uncle's first show was the same night.
Yeah.
He really enjoyed the hell out of himself. Mm-hmm. I told him we go every time.
Fuck yeah! And first time I'm gonna say it, but awesome for Hunter Payne and his awesome shirt.
Oh man, that shirt looked great.
Fuck yeah. If you guys had a chance, if you're watching this on YouTube, first off, thank you for watching the video content of our podcast.
You rock.
We really do appreciate it. We do see the views growing, so it means we're doing something right. I appreciate that. But the thumbnail shows Hunter Payne in the ring wearing the JFW shirt. The new logo, that is the very first gifted shirt that we gave out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it to somebody who, let's face it, probably doesn't get a lot of gifts from people. Not well liked. But you know what? I felt like that was his Superman-esque.
That was his Superman.
Like that's what because I've never seen him move across the ring so quickly. And granted, there was a moment where he kind of got all tuckered out and had to take a break, which I get it. He's old. He needs to fucking take a moment to himself. That's fine. Maybe his fucking denture popped out. Who the fuck knows? But the point is, when he was in the ring, he harnessed the power of JFW. He embraced what we did for him. And yeah, maybe he thanked Dizzle J for it because, hey, let's face it, he's not a big fan of Travesty, and I just don't know why.
We just don't get why he's not a fan of Travesty. But we are talking about one of the most well-respected men in the industry. On the indie side, too.
Oh, we're talking about Holiday now?
No, we're talking Hunter.
Oh, you're so okay.
We're not talking about we're not talking about Maxi Pad and Gerbil.
You talking about the SCW Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, I would have less of a problem if it was just Holiday.
Yeah, but because of fucking Rodent Boy, stealing our gimmick. But it's a week-long topic about shirts and everything because first off, guinea pig store fucking gimmick.
That's bullshit.
We gifted a t-shirt to an elderly man who probably doesn't have much in life. And we also, I'm going to let you go ahead. Go ahead and give the honors of what we're releasing on TeePublic this week.
Dizzle J's brand new shirt.
Brand new Dizzle J
so t-shirt. Dope.
It's so awesome. I'm happy the way it came out.
Big props to Travis E for the design of the shirt. It's so awesome. I can't wait to see it.
I'm not going to lie. I gave as much effort as I care to give to do it.
It shows.
I know. It came out great.
It came out great.
It came out fucking awesome. I'm really excited for it. Guys, that shirt's going to be released this week. And every time we release a new shirt on TeePublic, it goes on sale. So I do believe that the original shirts are somewhere around $20 to $25, depending on the size shirt you got to get. When they go on sale, they're about $13. So you're looking at $13 to $15 for this shirt to be released. I believe it's a 3-day sale. We're going to release it when we release this show. That way you have that time frame to purchase the shirt. We'll update the time frame on the Facebook.
Yes.
To let you guys know how much time you have left to get the new Dizzle J shirt. Now, There is a new travesty shirt I was working on. I did it.
You don't care for it. I love it.
I did it more as kind of like, I know I'm better than everybody, and I get that. A lot of people don't feel that way.
That's what I love about it. That's
so I'm debating on whether or not to release it. I think I might. I don't know. I'm going to give myself another week to think about it. Okay. And if I decide to do it, then we'll release it when we release next week's show. For the time being, I really got to think about it. I'm gonna, I guess, what's it called when you get when you ask a bunch of people questions on it? What was that called?
It's like testing the waters.
Yeah, it's something group. It's a something group. I just can't remember.
A focus group.
Focus group.
There you go.
Maybe I'll focus group the shirt and give people's ideas on it. And if they like it, I'll fucking release it.
That's what I did with the Dizzle J shirt.
Yeah,
everybody loved it.
Right. On top of that, not to put the cart before the horse, as you will, but we created a shirt for the new host, the new co-host of JFW. Now, that's not going to be released until the new co-host comes onto the show. We're still trying to work out the logistics out on that to get it set up for when they decide to come in and get started on the show. Obviously, with all our work schedules and everything like that, it's a little bit difficult, but we're going to get it figured out. We're going to get them on here. We're going to sit down with them. You're going to get to meet them just like you did when you met us on the very first episode. And when that happens, their new shirt will be released onto TeePublic. And I got to be honest with you, nothing against your shirt, even though I created that one. I like theirs a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because it's a little more your stylish.
Yeah, there was a lot. I think there was more work going into their shirt than it was yours. Because I know you.
Yeah.
I knew what I kind of wanted to do with yours. When it came to theirs, it was like you had to learn about them, see what they liked, see.
I mean, we've known each other for well over a decade by now. Yeah. So it's like,
well, especially, and like the whole thing is like what does Dizzle J like, and then this what comes up. But when you meet somebody who's fairly new to you, it's like, what can I do for them to make their shirt part of their personality? Right. I think I nailed it. They really like it. They're even more excited to come on the show than ever. So hopefully we can make that happen soon. And then you guys can meet the new co-host as we become a trifecta of podcast.
Trios champion.
No. I won't do that. But I got to figure something out because I can't call us the greatest tag team in podcast history.
The greatest faction?
I'm going to have to go with faction.
In podcast. I like that.
I'm going to have to. The greatest faction in podcast history. I'm going to have to redo the intro for the audio recording. You know, because I got to go like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, Freakin SCW probably brings you. It's the greatest faction in podcast history. Original Freak Travesty, Pizza 33, Dizzle J. And then I got to throw in the new co-host. This is just freaking wrestling, and it'll kick off. It'll work.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
So, and yes, you guys are hearing me right. I'm saying they, them. I'm not saying he or she because I don't want you to know who it is. I don't want you guys to sit there and try to guess like, oh, is it this person? Is it this person? Because I want it to be a surprise. And trust me, I think it's going to be a great surprise to a lot of you guys. There's only a few people who do know who it is. Jay really didn't know who it was until about a couple weeks ago.
I kind of pieced it together.
Yeah. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. We're going to grow JFW and do a lot more between the three of us. And that, in turn, I think is also going to help us with Freakin Studios.
Definitely.
So,
plus, we got the video now.
We got video, yeah. So we're going to start building up the video content, too. We really got to figure out the toy store vlogs that we want to work on and all that stuff, too. So a lot going on. And I get this is very I think this discussion went a little bit longer than I expected because I really want to dive into all the stuff we have to go through.
Definitely.
Because we got to talk about Raw, Smackdown, NXT, AEW, Impact. We got to go over the results of Worlds Collide, the Royal Rumble, the SCW results and everything. Plus, we got the Freakin 5. And actually, that's something we got to talk about too. Guys, okay, one more thing, then we're going to dive into everything else. If you guys remember, we've been doing Freakin 5 for this, I think, past season 2 at least. For the majority of it.
For the majority of the show.
And we also included into our podcast the final Freakin Thought that we started doing. As we dive more into doing this and doing the video content, everything we have going on, we're altering some of the segments we're doing on the show. So tonight is the last time we are doing the final Freakin 5. And that's just for now. We may bring it back,
The Freakin 5.
What did I say? Final Freakin 5?
Final Freakin.
Weird.
Yeah.
I guess you could technically cost us. We only do 5 questions.
Yeah, it is right? the final Freakin' 5.
So the Freakin' 5, this is the last Freakin' 5 we're going to do for the time being. We're going to put it on hold. Maybe we'll bring it back in the future. But for now, this is the last Freakin' 5 we're going to do. And also, we're no longer doing the final Freakin' Thought.
Yes.
So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to replace it with a new segment that we'll get to when we get to that. And I think you guys will like that a little bit more because it'll give it more of a descriptive and impersonal response to what that segment is going to bring.
Definitely.
So, Jay, for the last time, let's dive into the Freakin' 5.
So the final... Anyways.
New shirt. TeePublic.
New shirt. TeePublic.
TeePublic.com. Search JFW. Dizzle J's new Mr. 33% shirt will be released this week for you guys to purchase. And every purchase at TeePublic helps out the podcast. So really, it's a win-win for everybody. You guys get a new shirt, and we get fucking money.
I like that we get fucking money part.
Yeah.
So
before we begin, I just had to do it one more time. This episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW podcast, is brought to you by Audible.com. If you're just like me and a huge fan of stories and history, and you love learning about the wrestling business, Audible.com is the best place for you to go because you don't have to read it yourself. Somebody reads it to you. It's the one-stop shop for all audiobooks. And because of Dizzle J and myself partnering up with Audible.com, you get a 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase if you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet today.
Freaknet
Studios. So make sure you check that out. Also, Jake, surprise for you. It's in the works, but we may have a new sponsor soon.
Ooh.
It's in the works. I got to figure out the logistics of it. Got to figure out how it's going to work out for us. But there may be a new sponsor in the works. And I say it I say it to you guys because first off, you guys could feel part of the team when we tell you what's going on. And if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. But at least you know that we're constantly trying to move forward and do bigger things. Yeah. We welcome any kind of sponsorship to the podcast, like this hopefully new partnership that may happen.
But insert logo here.
Yeah. I can't do that yet. Don't do that. Not yet.
Well, no, we'll just make
Not yet.
I'll make a paper.
Yes.
See?
Audibletrial.com/freaknet today. Get your 30-day free trial of Audible, plus a credit to your first book purchase. How about the podcast? And here's some books.
Oh, yes. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yes.
For our final Freakin' 5.
Yes.
We did. If NXT had an elimination chamber, who would Adam Cole's 5 opponents be?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go first because I think you have.
I got real wrestling fans.
Yeah, real wrestling fans in yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I got Pete Dunne.
Okay.
Walter.
Yeah.
Keith Lee. Whoop, whoop. I just kind of want to see him and Walter just go at it too. Yeah. Dream. Velveteen Dream.
Yep.
Roderick Strong.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Okay, so for the real wrestling fans, and first off, thanks to the real wrestling fans who participated in the Freakin' 5 as we've been doing it over the past few months and everything. Special shout out to you guys as we continue to move forward and try something new and different. Who knows? Maybe we'll reach out to you guys again to participate in some way or another. But from the real wrestling fans, we got Jacob, who went with Ciampa, Walter, Roderick Strong, Keith Lee, and Dominic. Nate went with Ciampa, Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Finn Balor, and Roderick. Jacob went with Ciampa, Balor, Riddle, Walter, and someone from the main roster. So he kind of lets it open. That's kind of lazy, but whatever.
It is a little lazy.
Yeah, he could just name somebody. Anywho, Adam went above and beyond and went with 2 different ones. Indecisive as fuck, I guess. Ciampa, Dunn, Riddle, Dream, and Dominic, or Gargano, Strong, Lee, Grimes, and Priest. Martez went with Ciampa, Velveteen Dream, Balor, Gargano, and Keith Lee. Joshua went with Ciampa, Gargano, Balor, Lee, and Walter. Keith went with Ciampa, Lee, Dominic, Priest, and Balor. Luis went with Ciampa, Lee, Strong, Balor, and Dunn.
I'm hearing a lot of Priest. I'm still not.
I'm not sold on him.
I'm not sold on him just yet.
No. Josh went with Lee, Balor, Ciampa, Gargano, and Dominic. And then Dylan went with Ciampa, Gargano, Dream, Lee, and Matt Riddle. And then for my Freakin' 5, I went with Ciampa, Velveteen Dream, Finn Balor, Gargano, and I also went with Damian Priest.
Nice.
Not sold on him, But I do know he is the type of wrestler I think could flourish in like Elimination Chamber.
I feel like his character needs to be just a little, just based on his look. Okay, bear with me. He needs to be just a little bit darker, I think.
I threw the guys in there who I think you get a lot more high risk stuff out of.
Yeah.
Priest, I think, would be more of a punch bag, get your shit in on. Is that not sold on? But the thing is, like, because I thought
he's throwing Tyler Breeze in there for that.
But that's Breeze. No, he's been through way too little of a storyline to get like. No.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I want to do Lee. I think Lee would be a good one, but being North American champ, I don't think he needs that right now. Same thing with Walter being the UK champ. You know, it's like who does Adam Cole have great storylines with? Ciampa and Gargano are obviously the big two. Velveteen Dream, obviously a UE.
Yeah.
You know, Target, because he's been gone for so long. Him coming back, I think, would be a great thing too. Obviously, Balor, keep pushing.
Yeah, Balor, you can put him anywhere.
Yeah. Damian Priest, I think, would be a good thing. Dominic would be a great one too, because for being a big guy, he's very athletic. But I think when it comes to Priest, he's had more of those like matches against like Pete Dunne and stuff like that. To
more of the, I don't want to say upscale, but bigger match feels.
Yeah.
For Dominic.
Yeah. So. Cool. Jay, your call. What results you want to start with? We're not gonna. It's not gonna be very descriptive. We're just gonna kind of run through all of them because we have so many.
Let's. Well, what happened first? The Rumble, right?
No, Raw did, I guess.
No, Sunday is before Monday.
I don't fucking remember, man. It's been so fun.
Worlds Collide.
This is why I hate recording on Mondays.
This is why this happens whether we record on Mondays or
not. Yeah. So it was World Collides, and then the Royal Rumble, and then Raw.
Well, let's follow that then.
My God, the world we live in. This is why we suck.
I think this is why people like us.
This is why people like us.
We're average Joes doing stuff that people get paid millions of dollars for, and we're doing it here almost live.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. All right. Pre-show match. You had Kaylee Ray took on Mia Kim in a singles match. Kaylee Ray picked up the win. I picked Kaylee Ray, so that's one for me. Balor took on... Dominic. Balor picked up the win. I think we both picked Balor on that one.
I heard that was a pretty good match, though.
They're all good matches.
Really?
I think when it comes to NXT, yeah. Fatal 4-Way, more your suited. Cruiserweight tied on the line. Jordan Devlin picked up the win against Angel Garza, Swerve, and Travis Banks. I picked Angel to retain. You picked Swerve to win. We're both wrong on that one, obviously. DIY came back together, took on Mustache Mountain. DIY picked up the victory.
I saw the highlights for that match. Yeah. That match was great.
So we both picked DIY for that one. Ripley took on Toni Storm.
I believe I had Ripley.
We both picked Ripley for this one, and Ripley retained. Yeah, because it was the final match that you picked Imperium, I picked UE. Imperium picked up the win. So we tied on that. So this show we tied. Yeah, right? Yeah, don't... Yeah.
That must mean I lost the Rumble.
So, yeah, top to bottom card was great. The negative downfall from the show is... Alexander Wolf got knocked out very early in the match. Really? Knocked out. Yeah. So it was an accident. It was a wrong knee, I believe, by Bobby Fish. They caught him wrong. Literally knocked him out. I think he was taken away. I can't remember too much about that moment, but yeah, he was pretty gone for the rest of the match.
I just had the highlights I did see had just the three of them in there. So yeah. I guess I need to go back and watch it.
Highlight. My match of the night for this one was Ripley versus Storm.
Yeah,
I think it was very good, and I like seeing the passion that Toni Storm has for it, and to see them fighting at one point for the UK Women's Championship, and Toni Storm coming ahead, and now obviously we have Rhea Ripley who retained her title, which fun fact is still noted here as the NXT Women's Championship, not just the NXT Championship yet.
I don't want to get into that again.
Fuck yeah, I want to get into that. Let's talk some shit.
I think we did a lot of that the last episode.
Yeah, All right, go ahead.
So the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Pre-show. Why they have a pre-show is beyond me. They don't need it. The Rumble's long enough. Mm-hmm. But Shorty G versus Sheamus. Yep. This is a match that could have happened on SmackDown. Did not need to happen on a Royal Rumble card.
I picked Shorty G.
I think I picked Sheamus.
You did. Yeah, you picked Sheamus.
Sheamus ended up picking up the win. Yeah. It got a grade B. I did not get to watch this because...
For as goofy as his name is, Chad Gable is still a good fucking wrestler.
Oh, he's a... Yeah. Guaranteed.
And I think he's getting more of a wrestler's, like, attire to, like, the weird basketball shorts thing.
I think it would have made more sense because he looks more like Kurt Angle now. Shaved than the other guy did.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other guy's name.
Jordan?
Well.
Okay.
That was United States Championship.
Yeah, Jason Jordan.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Humberto Carrero.
Wrestling fans, folks.
Yeah. He should be more memorable. Humberto Carrero versus Andrade. I imagine this match is probably pretty dope.
Yeah, we both picked Andrade.
Andrade did pick up the win.
Yeah.
Falls Count Anywhere match. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. I am sick of this feud.
Yeah, and we both picked Roman for this one. I liked it. I liked it for the most part. I liked how they wrestled throughout the entire... I mean, they wrestled through the entire baseball.
It was a decent match.
It was really cool. I mean, you saw a jump. I believe it was Jay who did the dive from above that scaffolding. Yep. So that was pretty cool. They took a serious fucking choke slam onto the guardrail. On a great match.
It was a good match.
It was a good opener. I think this was probably one of the better matches in the feud. I think it had to do because more of the stipulation than anything. But logically thinking, we're going to talk about it when we get into the SmackDown results, it was one of the things you think would end the feud.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. Reigns did pick up the win, and we both tied on that one. So you're still up one right now.
I'm still up one right now. The Women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
I think this is probably by far my favorite Women's Royal Rumble match so far.
Yeah. Is it because Beth Phoenix busted her head open and bled for like 20 fucking minutes straight before she got eliminated?
No, it's because one of my favorite NXT wrestlers, Bianca Belair, just had a fucking ridiculous streak.
Yeah, she currently holds the record for most eliminations.
I mean, I really thought, I was like, they're going to give it to her.
You know, and that's because, I mean, it was going 30 minutes. I believe she was in it for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She eliminated, I believe it was 9 people, 8 or 9 people like that. She really took advantage of that opportunity.
And the shitty thing is, okay, so I know that we have women coming to the Royal Rumble, to the regular Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Santina.
You gotta say Santina.
Santina. Yeah. That was stupid. There were plenty.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I thought it was stupid. For Beth Phoenix to be part of it, I disagree. It gives it that comedic relief in that one brief moment. I don't think it took away from anyone else's spot.
I guess because they had that history, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But
realistically, there are other people you could have taken out of it. Kelly.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green. Nothing against either one of them, but
Mighty Molly.
I was okay with Mighty Molly. The fact that it was Molly Holly, like 2 years ago or last year's or even both, I can't remember. But the fuck have Mighty Molly come out, I think was kind of fucking cool. Kelly I could have done definitely without. I mean, Chelsea Green was really in and out really quick too.
Right.
So I wouldn't say Santina took away somebody else's spot because there are other people you could have also got rid of and still kind of kept that comedic spot for Santina and Beth Phoenix kind of reunite again for the first time in what seems like a decade.
And I mean, Shayna Baszler had an outstanding run,
right, too. Number 30. And that when she came out number 30, I was like, fuck, Jay's going to pick up this fucking point on this. Because you picked Baszler with, you picked Ronda with Baszler being your dark horse.
Yeah.
And I picked Charlotte with Ronda being my dark horse. So I was like, as soon as she came out, I'm like, fuck, she is going to win. She's going to go on to WrestleMania. But I was surprised Ronda didn't show up.
Yeah, I mean that was the biggest. If you read the dirt sheets or whatever you want to call them, everybody was saying she was coming back for the Rumble, but happy she didn't. I really again. I thought Baszler was going to take it out here. I was like, "Fuck T, I got this, and then Charlotte Flair wins.
Yeah,
which kudos to Charlotte Flair, but I don't want to see Charlotte Flair and Becky. Mm-hmm. I would much rather see Becky go against somebody different, or Charlotte Flair and Bayley. Mm-hmm. But the rumor mill is that Charlotte Flair is going to challenge for a different women's title.
Or NXT.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting. It'll be. They got a C+. Oh,
I'm not surprised.
Lacey Evans versus Bayley, SmackDown's Women's Championship.
Yep.
I think this is one of Lacey's best showings.
Yeah, there were a couple spots I think she kind of missed on. There was definitely a corner spot where she almost fell and caught herself by the foot and then kind of tried to do a springboard. So there was that moment where she had two back-to-back kind of botches, but kind of collected herself. It was definitely one of her best showings.
I firmly believe that. Bayley did end up winning with a handful of tights.
Oh, yeah. Right. I think we both picked Bayley for that one.
Yeah. The strap match. Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend.
I wasn't impressed.
They whooped the shit out of each other with that strap.
Yes, but it wasn't a traditional strap match rules.
Yeah, they had to. The strap match, you had to do the four quarters.
Yeah, that was kind of disappointing. Other than that, it wasn't a bad match. It's just like when you sit there and alter the rules of it to do something different, I'm not a big fan of that.
Right.
It would have rather have been the four corner thing.
The Fiend ended up taking up the win. It got an A+ rating. I don't know about the A+ rating. Like I said, it was a fun match to watch.
And the thing is too, like if they wanted to do the strap match with the original rules, it would have been a logical way for the title to be taken off of the Fiend if they wanted to go that route.
If they wanted to take it from, I completely agree. Oh shit!
So,
I hit an ad,
and it was weird too because if you noticed, and I could be completely wrong, you could correct me if I am. This is the first time the Fiend wrestled without the red light.
Yes, I was thinking. You know what? I was going to bring that up too, and I forgot all about that. But I don't dig the red light.
No, I hate the red light. I'm just trying to remember if that was because obviously the last time he wrestled, it was Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. So it was Bray Wyatt didn't need the red light. But I think this was the first time the Fiend wrestled without the red light.
Which one makes you wonder if they didn't use it this time?
I think they're finally listening to the fans on one aspect. Not so much booking.
Yeah.
But visually, this kind of sucks.
Don't use the red cage. I hate the red cage. Besides the point, Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Yeah. This I thought this was a great match.
I liked it.
I really did. Lynch ended up defeating Asuka, which was no big surprise. The burying of Asuka to me is just ridiculous.
I think she wants to go back to NXT.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Now, the meat. The men's Royal Rumble. Fucking Brock Lesnar, number 1. Number 2 was Elias. And Brock just went through everybody. I think he's got, 15 eliminations?
Yeah, he owes a record. No, he doesn't.
No, he's got, it's tied with Roman.
Yeah.
He kind of held back from a little bit from Keith Lee. If you watched him mouth and ring, you're like, oh, that's a big boy.
There's a lot of cool moments in there, especially with Shelton Benjamin when he came out. Kind of like, screwed him over. When I first started watching, I'm like, this is going to be fucking dumb. This is what's going to be like throughout the entire fucking thing. But obviously that changes.
I like the way they played it. I'm going to give it to WWE. Because I was not a fan. I thought they were going to push him all the way through and it was going to be something stupid. Yeah. But no, they did it right. They made him look strong. They took a couple dudes in there to come after him. Ricochet and Drew McIntyre teamed up, basically.
Right.
Ricochet gave
him... Ricochet low-blowed him, yeah.
Low-blowed him, and then... Yep. Right outside the ring, McIntyre.
I love the part when after McIntyre kicked him out and was still doing his shit and Brock was on the ground, he kept going back over and staring at him.
Yeah, just staring down at him. Miz came in, AJ Styles, Ziggler, Carl Anderson, and
Number 21.
Number 21.
Number 21.
You think you know me? That was awesome. Edge looked great.
Yeah.
He did some great shit in there. I did not really lose a step.
How did you feel about that fucking camera angle when he speared Dolph? They completely missed.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like the fact that the very first spear we've seen since him in like action.
Yeah.
Completely fucking missed it because of a poor camera angle.
But what I did enjoy is when he went up to Seth Rollins and grabbed Rollins and was just yelling at him. Because if you remember, I want to say maybe a year or two, or
there's a whole issue with Becky and Beth. And
where they held his head down on the Money in the Bank case, and he was gonna do the curb stomp to him. So I love that was a throwback to previous bullshit that they were going through.
And then there was also that moment where AJ he was actually eliminated, I think, a little prematurely, but that was due to like a shoulder injury because he took an inside out bump from the spear, landing on his shoulder.
Right.
So there was a surprising factor, I think, when Edge eliminated him because he wasn't supposed to be eliminated at that moment, but injury kind of prevented him from moving forward in it. So
him and Randy Orton actually teamed up for a moment, and then he threw Orton out. I loved it.
Yep.
Roman Reigns came out, and that's when I thought it was over. I really thought that Roman was going to win. Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Samoa Joe. I mean, this is A-list. Didn't really see no bullshit entries or anything like that, which was cool. No older guys besides Edge, but to me that felt like it worked really well.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre ended up picking up the win, which super happy with that. I think that's going to be a great match.
How do you feel about the Seth Rollins segment thing with Author of Pain and Buddy Murphy being out there attacking everybody and shit?
It's bogus.
Yeah. I did like when it was when like kind of Seth was in the middle and there was like Roman, Edge, McIntyre, and there was somebody else in the four corners, and he tried to go up to
Orton.
Was it Orton?
I think it was Orton.
Yeah, I was trying to go up to Reigns, like, hey, help out. Remember
Yeah.
giving like the shield fist and all that stuff, and then they all just beat the shit out of him and threw him out.
All in all, it was a decent pay-per-view.
Yeah. Now I can't remember how, but I know I won the Royal Rumble.
How? I think we both picked McIntyre.
I know, but I think there was one where we picked differently. And I'll have to double check. I have the results downstairs. I don't have them up here. That's what I thought that notepad was. The pad's downstairs. I know I won. That's all I know. We'll double check when we get down there. I know we picked differently, and I want to say it was the Bailey Evans match. I want to say we picked differently, but it's downstairs. So we're going.
If anything, it was probably the Asuka match.
I don't know. I don't know if you'd pick Asuka for it. The point is, I know I won. That's the big thing. I know I won. So we'll go look at that. But all in all, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. I think both Royal Rumble matches were really good. I think even Brock not lasting till the end was a pretty cool, like...
I think they needed to do that just to solidify Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Give him that, like... All right, maybe he can be Brock.
Yep. Okay, so Raw the following day, obviously McIntyre comes out. He's the new current champion. He challenges, or the current number one contender for the championship, challenges Brock Lesnar right out the gate. Has a handicap match against Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, picks up the win. Got an A on that handicap match, which I think for handicap matches, especially when you're trying to enhance a guy, to get an A is really fucking rare, but just shows you the kind of guy that McIntyre is. Following that, we had Mysterio taking on MVP.
Which was MVP's last match.
Yeah. It was interesting to see that he came back for the Royal Rumble and then came back for that.
Yeah.
But I think, because I think he went on Twitter or social media and stated, like, it's not his last match, but it was his last match for WWE, and I think he just wanted to come back to do that.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool to do. It was nice to see.
It would have been. I think it would have been cooler if he would have faced Matt Hardy, though.
Yeah. Aleister Black took on just another competitor. Picked up the win. Cut a promo saying he's tired of waiting for people to knock on his door. He's gonna start knocking on doors himself.
I like that promo.
So I think that's gonna kind of like bring it back around to like him, hopefully getting that push he deserves. Because I would love to see him take on McIntyre in a series like he did with Buddy Murphy. And eventually you're going to see that 8-man tag. And Murphy, the Viking Raiders, and Kevin Owens, because I believe Samoa Joe's fucking injured again.
Really?
Yeah. He needs to be done. I'll say it. Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, outsmart Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. Not too worried talking about that. Like I said, I just want to get through these results real quick. Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens took on Rollins and Buddy Murphy, and obviously Rollins and Murphy picked up the victory. It was an okay match. Humberto Carrillo took on Andrade. A little behind the scenes shoot. Andrade's getting suspended for the drug policy. Everyone assumes Andrade is dropping the title. Well, he didn't. He retained it.
Yeah.
But they write him off the show by taking a what's the DDT called that he does?
The Hammerlock DDT.
The Hammerlock DDT.
Yeah.
Humberto does the Hammerlock DDT on Andrade on the concrete and the outside, obviously to kind of push him off for a while. But he retained the U.S. title. Now, I don't know if that means they're going to do a tournament or something down the line, or if he's really going to hold it for the 30 days that he's out.
Unless they make him defend it as soon as he gets back.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Charlotte Flair took on Asuka. Flair picked up the victory. 24/7 championship. No Way Jose versus Mojo Rawley. Rawley defeated Jose. Truth defeated Rawley. Rawley defeated Truth. Big fucking deal. Mojo introduced kind of a
lackey.
Yeah, bodyguard type guy. Yeah. I think he called him his offensive end or some shit.
So that's what I didn't get. Like, he's not established enough, big enough, I think, to have a bodyguard.
No.
When Shawn Michaels brought in Diesel, Shawn Michaels was top of his game.
Yeah. Liv Morgan took on Lana in a singles match. Very lackluster, and it was unfortunate because, again, I think they're just killing fucking Liv Morgan. So sad. Eric Rowan. Just Eric Rowan shit. It's awesome to see F grades. Shout out to Bleacher Reports. Guys. Fucking crushing it. Then the Rated R Superstar obviously makes his return. Randy Orton comes out, hugs him, say, "We need Rated RKO." RKO's him, does again chair.
I thought that was great.
I think it was a really cool move.
There was a lot of people freaking out about that.
There was, because there was an explanation. They showed a description of the contract. I don't know how true the contract is based on this, but it's like it's a 3-year, $3 million a year, 25 appearances with 3 matches a year. So,
as long as they don't stick the title on him, I'm good.
Yeah, I think once you hit the Hall of Fame, you should kind of lose. But hey, look what they did.
Lose your title shots.
Yeah. Look what it did to fucking Goldberg.
Ugh.
Right.
All right. Impact Wrestling results. I don't know why this is not recorded on my TV, but whatever the case may be, I think someone's messing with my recordings.
Not it.
Josh Alexander took on Vikingo. I hope I'm saying that right. Kind of not really.
Yeah, never do.
The winner was
Will Ospreay.
Ospreay.
I know.
Gotcha.
Boy, do I know.
Gotcha, guy. Vikingo took the win. I have no idea who that is. Next, we had Murder Clown versus the Rascals. That sounds interesting. I need to check out these Murder Clowns.
Murder Clowns.
The Rascals end up winning. I am familiar with the Rascals. Yeah. I do enjoy them. They just little.
It's cool to think that after we're going on about 4 months now of AEW being on TV, we're still seeing some new people.
Yeah. Well, so this is Impact.
Oh, you're talking about Impact right now?
Yeah, Impact comes first.
Why the fuck was I thinking of AEW?
Impact's on Tuesdays.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why was I thinking Thursdays?
It used to be on Thursdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Next up, we had Moose versus Taurus. Winner, Moose.
How is Moose not in WWE yet?
His mic skills.
Is it?
Yeah. He's got, you know how Swagger had that lisp?
Yeah.
Moose's is worse.
I thought that lisp was a gimmick.
I don't think so.
No?
I think he had the surgery because there's some kind of thing down here you can...
look at Ezekiel Jackson. He really didn't do much to kind of just walk around and beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Fucking Moose could do that.
Moose is a great in-ring performer. I just can't stand him.
Stick him in fucking Corbin's court.
Oh, jeez.
Better than fucking Rude.
Yeah.
Poor Bobby.
Poor Bobby.
Or Robert Roode.
I think it's Bobby again.
I hope it's Bobby. I didn't like Robert Roode with a fucking mustache.
Dude, poor man's
Rick
Rude.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Jordan Grace versus Kiera Hogan versus.
Can you imagine if Rick Rude changed his name to Richard Rude?
Dick Rude.
Dick Rude.
Oh God. Jordan Grace, Kiera Hogan, Madison Rayne. I am very familiar with all three of them. Jordan Grace is relatively new to the main scene.
Yeah.
But she's dynamite. I suggest if you haven't seen her, if you looking for a great female talent, check out these three women. Madison Rayne is obviously probably in the twilight of her career.
Well, and she was back in TNA in like what 04, 05.
I think she might be an original.
Yeah.
And she had a stint on NXT
and all that shit. So yeah.
She had a stint on NXT.
Yeah, I think she was in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah. Jordan Grace ended up picking up the win. Good for her. Next up, we had Dr. Wagner versus Reno Scum. Not too familiar with either one of them. Reno Scum was somebody that was coming in as I stopped watching. This stupid thing is all busted up. It doesn't say who won.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Best of 5 matches. Michael Elgin versus Eddie Edwards. I did get to see a majority of this match because it was on at work.
I'm a fan of Elgin.
I like Eddie Edwards too. Yeah. I liked him better when he was in the Wolves.
When they get into Wolves back together? Was that a rumor?
I haven't seen the other guy in a while. Yeah. And I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But Elgin ended up taking up the win because he made Eddie pass out from a crossface.
Yeah. Huge fan of Elgin. I do like Elgin. NXT, Finn Balor took on Trent Seven. Balor picked up the win. Deanna Burrazzo took on Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi's getting a lot of fucking opportunities, which is really cool. Blackheart picked up the win.
She had a good showing against Baszler.
Oh god, yeah. Even when they kind of like collided in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny because she almost eliminated Baszler again.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. Keith Lee came out, talked about his new title, how he's champion now. Dominic and Priest both came out to make a challenge. Obviously, they both end up fighting each other.
I love how Keith Lee just dipped.
Yeah,
he's like, you guys got stuff to discuss. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah. And Dominic picked up the win against Priest. Ooh. So it was I think that's a pretty good push for him as well. Ciampa comes out, challenges Cole. I believe they're going to be facing each other in Portland. Cole comes out because obviously he's not really happy with Ciampa attacking Yui in the back.
He took them all out.
Came out, pulled a table out, drew a big yellow X on the middle of it. Cole comes to the stage. Regal comes out the contract. Cole takes the contract, runs to the ring. Cole goes through the fucking table. Ciampa signs the fucking contract, wipes his blood on it because he's bleeding from a mic shot, and is set for NXT Portland for the two to take on each other. Dakota Kai took on Tegan Knox. Grudge match, obviously. Two best friends fell apart at War Games.
Kick, right?
Yeah. War Games when kind of just fell through. Which we were there. We saw it firsthand.
Called it.
Fucking marked out to that.
Called it.
Fucking marked out to that shit. Knox picked up the win in a not so clean way.
He smacked her in the face with the brace.
But she deserved it. Long overdue. Chelsea Green took on Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter's debut in NXT. Picked up the victory against Green. Dusty Road Classic Finals. The Grizzled Young Veterans took on your buddies, the Broserweights. Where Broserweights picked up the win.
I love that match.
And because of their victory, because they are the new Dusty Road Classic champions, they have an opportunity to take on Undisputed Era.
Still not sold on them?
No.
I think they're a great tandem. They got great tandem.
I'm not a huge fan of Riddle.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a huge fan of Riddle. It's just like
shoes.
Just not sold on him too much. I do like his I don't know what he calls a finisher. Or I don't know, it's not even a finisher, it's a setup move. where he kind of like has him set up in a tombstone and it's like a reverse Styles Clash.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that move. I think that's a pretty cool fucking move. It's a unique and different move. It's just something about him. It's not his promos, because his promos are pretty decent. I mean, obviously it's more comedy. It relates to a more like, fucking certain kind of culture.
Bro.
Yeah. And obviously it gives you the it kind of reminds you of Kane and X-Pac. You have the one tough guy and then the one kind of goofy ass.
I love how he always calls it Dun's the life of the party, and Dun's just sitting there like,
exactly.
I'll murder you.
So I like that concept of it, but it's just I wish there was more that I could get drawn into. There's just not. But they picked up the win. It is kind of weird though if you realize like a lot of the winners of the Dusty World Classic are non-tag teams put together.
Yeah.
So not a huge fan of that. I think UE is like maybe the only one that was a real tag team. Or no, AOP. AOP and UE might have been the only ones who are like true tag teams. Because I think the first year was like Balor and Samoa Joe. This year is the Broserweights.
Ricochet and Black.
Yeah. So it's guys who are put together. So whatever.
AEW Dynamite. They made their Ohio debut. I'm gonna read this once. So Moxley came out. He's the number one contender for the championship. I do want to read this because I thought it was great when he said it. He's like, I'm not perfect. I'm no role model. I'm no saint, but I don't have to wear a white or a black hat. But I make sure at the end of the day I can look myself in the mirror. All the championships in the world don't mean nothing unless you have honor, unless you live by a code. When I see Chris Jericho, I see a coward, a bully, and a boy, and do I hate bullies? I thought that was neat. He ended up getting jumped by like 10 dudes. And it got broken up. And Mox is just sitting there, true Mox style. Just, I'm not afraid to get jumped by 5 guys. Then they bring 5 more guys out. I really hope Moxley gets it. I really do. I really hope someone pays for this pay-per-view so I can go to their house and watch it. At one of the cutoff sequence, you see MJF and Wardlow hand an envelope that says the Young Bucks to the Blade, the Butcher, and the Bunny, with some cash inside. Because if you remember previously, the Bucks attacked MJF. Yeah. Well, they had a tag team match. They got it on. Doesn't say. It doesn't say who won.
Moving on, Jay.
Moving on,
Jay. You are crushing this.
I am killing it.
You are fucking killing it.
I think it got interrupted. That's probably what happened.
You're just too excited about your new T-shirt.
I am.
You're just way too excited about the new T-shirt.
It's in my head. I can see the...
It's nice.
It's nice.
Well, people who are watching this on YouTube are going to check out that new sweet thumbnail. That's going to be your new T-shirt.
So awesome. I get to be... Nyla Rose against Big Swole was next. Nyla speared Big Swole, then got it done with a sit-down powerbomb, the Beast Bomb, for the victory. Nyla continues to cement her position. I think it's just a matter of time before she's a champion.
Yeah, I mean, she's totally capable of it.
Yeah. Kip Sabian took on Cody Rhodes with Penelope Ford in his corner and Arn Anderson in Cody's corner. I believe that this is when Arn Anderson got kicked out of the ring for belly bopping the referee.
He should have been kicked out of the ring 20 years ago.
Yeah. Cody used 3 consecutive strips down the crossroads for the victory.
Okay.
Dr. Britt Baker came out to an interview with Tony Schiavone. This is weird. I saw this, and it was just... Because she started ripping into Schiavone for no reason. Backstage, SoCal Uncensored, so SCU, came out to the ring sporting Lakers jerseys. Of course, we all know Kobe died. Yeah. The main event, Private Party, and Darby Allin versus Santana Ortiz and Le Champion. Moxley came out with baseball hat swinging. So basically, it was just a night of interruptions. I do think they're going to pick up more steam. I just think they need to move off Wednesday nights. I really do. Yeah. Them or NXT. One of the two.
Or just shut the doors. I mean, it works too. All right, so SmackDown. Roman Reigns comes out, talks about how he picked up the victory against Corbin at the Royal Rumble. The Usos are out there too. I think they're calling themselves the
Bloodline.
Yeah, the Bloodline. You're right. Yeah. Corbin comes out with his little court there. They challenge each other to a 6-man tag at the end of the night, and loser has to eat dog food. Yay. So gimmicky. Fatal 4-way tag team match determined number one contendership for the tag team titles at the I don't know, is it called Crown Jewel? Is that what they're calling the pay-per-view?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Saudi Arabia is going to be there at the end of they're going to be in Saudi Arabia at the end of February. Fatal 4-way tag match determined number one contenders for the SmackDown titles against the New Day. So we had the Fatal 4-way, the Heavy Machinery, the Revival, Miz and Morrison, and then the Lucha House Party. Miz and Morrison pick up the victory. Once again on social media, Revival go on record saying that they requested their release from WWE. And I doubt they will get it, but they are ready to go.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Yeah. They're probably one of the best tag teams in WWE right now.
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose took on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Bliss and Cross picked up the victory against Fire and Desire. Fucking Otis got a date for V-Day.
Otis.
That was my favorite part. You know, let me get through this, and I don't want to talk about that for a minute. One of the coolest fucking things that happened on the show, Intercontinental Championship match, Shinsuke Nakamura took on Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman picked up the win, first singles title that he won in WWE. So that was a cool moment for him. Sheamus took on Shorty G. Sheamus picked up the win against Shorty G. Naomi came out and interrupted Bayley. Nice little thing there. Whatever. Nice to see Naomi back.
Yeah. I like the headgear.
Yeah, I think, and her return to the Royal Rumble, I think, was a kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
6-man tag, obviously, the Bloodline took on King Corbin's Court. Usos and Reign won, got a D. Big fucking deal. Otis fucking asked out Mandy Rose for next Saturday, and Rose said she couldn't do it. Got all fucking brokenhearted, but she's like, but I'm free next Friday. Fucking Valentine's Day. Otis is on a date with Mandy Rose on fucking Valentine's Day.
Go Otis. Hopefully he practices that bulldozer.
So, coolest fucking thing. I'm glad that they're doing that. It just goes to show that fat people like me can get the girl. So,
you better start learning how to do the caterpillar.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fucking do it.
That's so
I don't know if I actually...
That's so going to be a YouTube video.
I don't know if I could, though. I think it might be too linky. We'll see. Otis is very well-rounded.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to dive into the SCW results here in a little bit, but I just want to remind you all that if you're not a fan, or if you're not part of our Patreon yet, make sure you go to patreon.com/JFW podcast today and sign up. We have two incredible patrons right now, Becca and Brandy, which Becca celebrated a birthday a couple weeks ago, got her birthday shout out, and Brandy actually had a birthday last week. I want to wish her a happy birthday as well. So, if you guys, again, dude, explain to Patreon. I can't fucking do it right now.
So, to help out the podcast, we offer you super cool things to do, like certain tasks. You can hear extra content, like the dark side of the ring. I can't say dark side. Isn't that thing?
You gotta pick this up, man. I can't fucking. We both can't fail on this.
You can control the whole show. The gorilla setting.
Let me try again.
You can try again.
Guys, if you have not yet, please sign up for patreon.com/JFW podcast. Be like Brandy and Becca. Sign up for a tier. We have everything from $1 to $15, and every single tier gives you an opportunity to get amazing stuff from us, such as additional content. You can control the show. You get stickers and stuff from us as well. We create you a gimmick character and stuff like that. Plus, you get birthday shout-outs like Becca did a few weeks ago, and one for Brandy who celebrated her birthday last week. It's very interactive for us and for you guys. If you go and sign up at patreon.com/JFW podcast today. And like I said, it's a tier from $1 a month down to $15 a month. Now, the $15 a month one is more for like a sponsorship kind of thing if you own your own business and stuff like that, because we'll throw your business logos up on our social media. We'll plug it on the podcast. And now that we're on YouTube, we can throw a logo of your stuff somewhere out there as well. But the rest of them are more for you guys to help contribute as much as possible. And again, it's just $1 a month for the smallest tier. You still get a shout out every week on the show like Brandy and Becca do. So go ahead and check it out again. It's patreon.com/JFW podcast. Right. 2 times the charm.
2 times the charm.
All right, Jay. We saw SCW New Beginnings were a couple weeks ago. It was back on the 27th.
Yes.
It was. The show opened up, obviously, with a dark match, as most independent wrestling shows do, with VJ Price, one of the newer guys who come out of the SCW school, taking on one half of the modern-day sharpshooters, James Creed. Creed picked up the win, showing off this amazing fucking Shining Wizard.
Really?
Now, I was hoping for an elbow drop, but you could clearly say once he hit the Shining Wizard, it was fucking done. So really fucking cool. Definitely coming in into his own and everything. Obviously, the modern day sharpshooters, great fucking tag team. But we both know not all tag teams last forever.
Right.
So when that time comes, when they go their separate ways, start doing their own shit, they both seem. I joke about it a lot. I know I called Creed Janetti once in a while.
Once in a while?
Yeah. Mostly to his face. A couple times on the podcast.
Mostly to his face.
Both Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Both Shawn Michaels guys.
I think both of them are going to be a force to reckon with in their futures.
I think the only Janetti in fucking SCW is Rodent and Burn a Squash. Yeah. So. But no, it was a good match. It was a good showing for VJ Price. It just goes to show that if you go to the SCW school, you have the ability to learn professional wrestling the right way. And guys, we mentioned the SCW school on our podcast many times, but if you don't know, the SCW school is based out of Bourbonnais, Illinois, at the Genesis Martial Arts School. So you can find them on Facebook. If you want any information on the school, just message Southland Championship Wrestling on Facebook or Genesis Martial Arts on Facebook as well. Just message them. They'll get back to you with the information on it. And you get trained by veterans of the business who know exactly what they're doing. Who go out and put their bodies even on the line today to put on a great show. And Hunter Payne. So, what's up?
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
It was going, right? The first official match of the show, we saw Bo Anderson take on the debuting Cody Jones. Bo Anderson picked up the win, obviously with the help of Bulletproof LLC coming out there. They came out, shook Steve's hands. Steve is a huge supporter of Bulletproof LLC, as well as a lot of the fan base. They do feel that Bulletproof is getting shafted by Squirrel Boy. So,
well, I mean, up until recently, I don't think they've been on any of the flyers, and I'm not even sure they were on this past flyer.
No, definitely not. They weren't out one bit.
Yeah, but I mean, Butternut Squash needs to realize that even heels need to be on there too. Right?
Yeah, that polished scrotum really needs to get his shit together. Women's title match. Pluma Star defends her title against another debutant, Kendra Hall. Great match. Kendra Hall actually picked up the win in this match, but got reversed when found out that Pluma's foot was on the ropes.
Oh.
Restarted the match. Pluma picked up the victory to retain her title. And I wasn't sure if I was supposed to mention this or not, but I'm going to anyways, because I can do that shit, because it's a podcast.
Yeah.
So, Neeser, Buddy Ryan, if you're wondering what the timestamp is for me saying this shit, it's right now. Neeser invited Paloma Star to a prom for I don't even know what the correct term is. Special needs people. I don't know what the proper way to say it, and I don't want to be offensive in any way about it. And I'm not trying to be. I just don't know the proper term for it.
For his school.
Yeah, well, it's through their church. It's for kids between, I believe, it's for like kids from teenage to 24 years old who never really got to enjoy a prom or anything like that. The church puts on a prom for them.
Yeah.
And Neeser, who, if you guys are fans of Southland Championship Wrestling, you know who Neeser is. Great fucking dude. He participates in the Special Olympics and everything.
He's got a couple gold medals,
and everything. He is a huge supporter of Southland Championship Wrestling and a huge fan of not only Patriots of Hope, but Paloma Star. And for him he created his own poster, got her flowers, put the sign up. She read it out. It was basically, asking her to go to the dance with her. She checkmarked it, yes. Lost his shit. So, really fucking cool thing to see and to witness.
Good job, Neeser.
Right? You really, you shot your shot, bro. And it's like Yogi Berra said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true.
And I'm not gonna lie, he has more balls than me because there are people I would love to ask out. I just don't have the fucking, the sentinels to do it. So,
maybe you shouldn't take such a gene sometimes.
Yeah. So Neeser, yeah. I don't remember if you want me to mention it on the show, but I just fucking did, bro. So
rock on, brother.
You always wonder if I talked to you about it on the show. Well, I just did. So welcome to the GFW podcast family. Who knows? Maybe one day you too can get a shirt that fucking Rodent Boy can steal.
Right? Stupid gerbil.
The following match was the Genesis Championship match where Cage from Bulletproof LLC took on the Sheik. Steve was hoping Cage would pick up the win because if Cage was to pick up the victory, they were going to Vegas to celebrate. The jet was gassed up and ready to go. Unfortunately, Sheik picked up the win.
I was shocked. I thought this was Cage's moment. I really did.
I thought it was, and I don't want to say unfortunate, like it sucks that he retained the title. It's just unfortunate for Steve that he didn't lose the title. Following the match, Jake Andrews came out and challenged Sheik next month for the title.
Ooh.
So I do believe that should happen. I mean, obviously cards are subject to change. I don't have the match card from Sentinel yet, but if I know Sentinel like I know Central, I'll probably get the day of the showing because that's how he likes to do business.
Yeah, we'll get a day of the show and it'll still change.
Yeah. Following that, we had a triple threat match with the Cobra, Max Baylock, and Just Amazing. If you want to talk about this one a little bit?
Man, this was probably, I think this was almost match of the night for me. Yeah. Just Amazing was somebody I hadn't seen before. Had a great showing.
Yeah, he's new to SCW.
Yeah,
a lot of new debuts for New Beginnings.
And this match was just going back and forth every which way direction. It ended up being kind of a swerve at the end there, where they took out Creed or Baylock, right?
Baylock, yeah.
They took out Baylock, and the Cobra just stepped aside and let Just Amazing take the pinfall.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Wild came out, and I guess this new little faction or tag team is starting, which I wouldn't want to fuck with the Cobra.
No.
And from what I'm seeing from Just Amazing, I don't want to mess with that dude either. Mm-hmm. I mean, we sit down and have some beers, but...
Yeah, it was a great triple threat match all around. Creed came out to save his partner, maybe just a little bit too late, but
yeah,
still came out nonetheless. So I'm assuming there's gonna be something down the line that's gonna involve them guys.
And they took out Doc too.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait to see how that works out. We saw the tag team titles on the line with Lee Payne taking on the family of Rancid and
Willie the Bomb.
Overall, good match. Again, Hunter Payne sporting the new JFW logo shirt.
Thank you, Hunter.
Yeah. Shout out to the geezer, really stepping up there and doing something for other people for a change.
For a change.
Yeah, I said it. Fight me. I don't give a shit.
Fight him. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Alabama Slam.
Elite Payne picked up the victory, retained the titles and everything. So. Wasn't too surprising there. I don't want to say the family brought out their B team, their B squad, but they definitely brought out the B squad for that one. No Charlie or Ivan.
No. So I mean, maybe something was going on. Like maybe, I was concerned about the same thing because is it the new family? Is it?
I'm wondering if it's just Charlie giving them an opportunity to see if they could stand alone.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know Charlie Jr. too well, but the way his mind works, that is a possibility. That's something he could be thinking of. Following the match, we saw JPH take on Jake Andrews in a singles match.
Yes.
Really good fucking match. I mean, I think this is one of the matches that we fantasy booked.
Oh, we definitely fantasy booked.
So it's not like SCW is not listening.
Put in our squash.
Yeah. So also great match. JPH unfortunately lost to Jake Andrews, which is a lot of momentum going into his future Justice title match. Following that, we had the SCW Championship match with Max Holiday taking on the returning surprise opponent of Sean Mulligan.
The Irish Carbine.
Yeah.
I thought that these two put on a great match. Heavy hitters, both of them.
Yep.
I think Max just had a little more in him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not having the time off that Mulligan did.
Yeah.
Even though he did have the foot injury. But I believe he was still active and stuff like that. Where Mulligan just said he was out visiting family and whatever and whatnot. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah. All in all, it was a good showing. You guessed it on the surprise return.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next show for SCW, I believe, is also in Shabance. I believe it's February 29th.
Yes. Leap Day.
So make sure you guys stay posted on that. Follow them on social media, Southland Championship Wrestling. Keep an eye out for SCW's next show, February 29th at the Shabance Civic Center. We'll let you know when tickets go on sale. When they do, there'll be $10 pre-sale as always. $12 at the door. Tickets open at $12 at the door. Doors open at 6, both times at 7. We done?
No.
Of course we're not.
We're never done.
Right? Because we have a new segment we're going to introduce you to. But before we do, I just want to remind you guys to catch the show weekly here on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Spotify, and YouTube just by searching Just Freakin' Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. Again, if you are watching the videos on YouTube, make sure you subscribe all to the show to get notifications on when the show drops. And let all your friends know where they can find it. If they are wrestling fans and they don't know about the podcast, they can catch it because we sit here and we cover everything independently, all the way up into everything that is televised. Also follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the JFW Podcast or Just Freakin' Wrestling. Either way, you're going to find us. Go to jfwpodcast.com because that's a thing now. And check out everything we have to offer there as well. Guys, we... oh, fuck, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Freakin' Studios. We talked about Freakin' Studios a little bit earlier. It's a collaboration of 3 different podcasts. Just Freakin' Wrestling with me and Dizzle J here. This Freakin' Show with me and Cartoon Joe. And obviously, the Gray Area with our buddy Sarge. We're coming together as a group to put out video content on a Freakin' Studio YouTube channel. We're going to hopefully get together soon to get all that figured out and situated. And when we do, so much content is going to come your guys' way. So make sure you follow us on Facebook at Freakin' Studios so you know when all that stuff will drop. And also listen to the other podcasts, mainly because I host the other fucking podcast, and Sarge is also here too. Jay, what is our Dizzle J pick of the week?
Dizzle J pick of the week.
You did pick one, right?
Of course I did.
Okay.
That doesn't happen very often where I don't. And if I don't, I usually pick it in the middle of the show. So, I went back in time. 2 of my favorite wrestlers.
We can't go in the future, Jay.
Oh, can we?
No, you really can't.
Well, you really can't go back in time either, but we're going to look at it to the video histories of YouTube. So, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe at Ring of Honor. I believe this is like 06-ish.
Okay.
So this is back before they got watered down. So check them out. These guys are 2 of the best that ever came through. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you guys probably know CM Punk as his fame in WWE. I know Samoa Joe more of his fame from TNA, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor. Yeah. But check it out. Just go back and watch these videos. It's always a good time. So that'll be posting sometime tomorrow.
Cool. Guys, new segment we're coming up with. We're just going to call it Holy Shit, Who Gives a Shit? And basically what it is, every single week we're going to come across 2 things that each of us feel is the holy shit moment of the week or the who gives a shit moment of the week.
Yes.
And it's going to replace the final freaking thought. And Jay, if you're ready, why don't you go ahead and start us out with What is your holy shit, who gives a shit moment of the week?
I got one for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start out with my holy shit.
The title is just called Holy Shit, Who Gives a Shit?
I just want to make sure because I didn't want to do too much work.
Jay, we talked about this for 2 days.
It's legal now.
I took you on the phone. I talked to you on the phone and described it to you.
Yeah.
We talked about before we recorded today.
Yeah. So my holy shit. Braun getting his first singles title.
Hey, it's mine too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome. But I thought that was great. Braun's long overdue for a singles title.
It should have been a pay-per-view match. It should have been a Royal Rumble.
It would have been better than Shorty G versus Sheamus. Yeah. And at least it would have given him that win at a pay-per-view for the title. But hopefully it's a long title run, so I can't wait to see what they do with it. Yeah. And again, I'm a big fan of the guy making the title. Mm-hmm. And I think the best person to ever do that was probably The Miz. No matter what title, or even Cena with the U.S. title when he had that last run with it. I thought that was great and made it worth something. Yep. So when you can back that title up, which I hope Braun does, I'm looking to see great things out of Braun.
Who was the last person to make the world title relevant?
The world title? Ooh. You're talking Big Gold. Or are you talking WWE?
Let's talk about the title right now.
WWE?
Include the Universal, the WWE, the Heavyweight, the Undisputed, whatever you want to call them. Those titles. Who was the last person to make that relevant?
I really can't.
I don't think it'd be that hard for you. For me, it's Kofi.
I think, Kofi as far as the WWE title.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Overall, all of them.
Overall, it would have to be Kofi.
Yeah, overall, all of them. I don't want to separate the Universal and WWE because the Universal title really hasn't had that many champions. Yeah. When we sit there and nail it down, it's like, what, fucking Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, fucking Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I mean, like...
It hasn't gotten that prestigious. Yeah. So you haven't had those.
Kofi had to make it relevant. I mean, Daniel Bryan did for a little bit too, but he more used it as an agenda for fucking environmental bullshit.
I think recently it had to be Kofi. Mm-hmm. Because Kofi fought every month. If not a couple times a month. And it was on every week. Boom. I mean, everywhere. Yeah. So, definitely Kofi.
Right. Who gives a shit?
Hogan's cleared to wrestle.
I heard Sting's going to wrestle in Saudi Arabia. I heard that might be a thing. Here, Harlem Heat might come back too. Dude, they're making our old timers pay-per-view.
Stealing shirts, stealing matches. Just give us a fucking job.
Yeah, we're fucking trendsetters, right? Holy shit!
I will move to wherever, Massachusetts.
Yeah, but you know he's gonna make millions of dollars if he wrestles in Saudi.
Oh yeah. The Prince probably still thinks it's like 1980 anyway. What was your no one gives a shit?
So so obviously the holy shit was Braun Strowman. Winning that, really fucking cool. My who gives a shit is how much they promoted the Super Bowl on SmackDown. To the point where they even called it Super Smackdown.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
I get it. It's a Fox-owned brand now, technically, and everything, so they have the right to do whatever they want. But they just really went above and beyond so much of promoting football through pro wrestling.
But at the same time, though, there was quite a few commercials for SmackDown during the Super Bowl.
That I don't care about. Yeah. The biggest thing is like to sit there and, first off, fine, put the Super Bowl plug in the show, whatever. But to literally call it Super Smackdown and spend the first 4 minutes of the show talking about the fucking Super Bowl, who gives a shit?
You think if they would have done that, it would have been a super show?
Yeah. Why weren't any of the fucking football players there? Why wasn't fucking Patrick Mahomes in the fucking ring? Yeah. They could have done a lot more fucking with it, but they literally just used SmackDown as a way to plug the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah. I could see that.
Which wasn't needed to be done. People know when the fucking Super Bowl is.
You don't have to plug that.
No. So that's my holy shit moment of the week.
Yeah, I had a minor holy shit moment.
Yeah.
Ric Flair in the hummus commercial. I thought that was a little neat. Just a little bit.
Fucking guys, as we mentioned, Dizzle J is getting a new t-shirt that's going to be launched on TeePublic this week. Make sure you check it out. Hit that sale and get those shirts before the sale ends. There'll probably be another one at the end of February, but you want to get the shirt sooner rather than later. And on top of that shirt, we also have the Tri-C Dizzle J 2020 Make Wrestling Great Again t-shirt that is available alongside our brand new JFW logo t-shirt. All available at TeePublic, TeePublic.com, searching JFW. If you're not a fan of ours quite yet, but you want to learn more about us, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JFW Podcast. Listen to our podcast on a weekly basis at iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, and YouTube just by searching JFW Podcast. Also, help us out, help out the podcast. Get on Patreon. That's patreon.com/JFW Podcast. Sign up for one of the tiers, anything from $1 to $15, and be part of the patrons, just like Becky and Brandy. Check out Dizzle J's. What did I say?
Becky.
Same thing. Who gives a shit? She don't listen to this show. No. She just gives us money.
Thank you.
Kidding. Generally, thank you very much. L-E-I-G-H. Not racist here. Jay, that's all I got.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to our episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JSW Podcast.
Peace.